Welcome back to part 2, assuming you've seen part 1, of my review of the history of Hironobu Yoshida in the Pokémon Trading Card Game. I'm not going to go over all the stuff that was in part 1, so we're just going to press on and begin our part 2 in December of 2001 with Pokémon Expedition. Which was known as the base expansion pack in Japanese. And Yoshida did only one card, and it is this Meow. Now he's doing his very thick outlines in this, and nearly everything we'll see from here on, not all of them, but we're heading towards the point where he's developed this very distinctive style of thick black outlines and flat colour palettes, and that is the Meowth. So we have the Japanese print there from the base expansion pack, and then from September 2002 we have the Expedition print, and this is where we started to get reverse foils in English. So we've got this very lovely mirror effect reverse foil for the Meowth from Expedition. Right, so that isn't the first one. What came next? Let's have a look at my notes, because of the timing. Yeah, it was this one. So this is the McDonald's promo. This is another Japanese exclusive. And this was a promo given out in McDonald's in Japan between January and February of 2002. I think there were 18 cards in the set at that time. I don't have all of them, I've got most of them, but that's not the subject of this video. I don't particularly like this card. It's a little bit too simple. Yeah, there's not not much going on in that. A lot of bubbles, and it's not by Mizui. But it's an anomaly card. It's a Japanese exclusive. So there we go. The next card we had is Nidoking, the Crystal Nidoking from Wind from the Sea in May 2002. It came out in Aquapolis in English in January of 2003. And this is a beautiful card. Very dramatic. That sort of upward, as if Nidoking's just crashed in and sending up a shockwave from the ground. Very beautiful card. Yep. So that's Nidoking. I don't have the Japanese print of that. Never will. Too expensive. Right. So the next era is the EX era. And there were a couple of cards. We'll look at them together, actually. So we've got Mudkip and Torchic here. And they were both from the Magma vs. Aqua 2 Ambitions of October 2003 in Japan, but in English they were both in EX Dragon. So you've got the Magma versus Aqua symbol on the Japanese one, but you've got the EX Dragon symbol on this. And these were mirror foils in reverses. It's a very strange card. It's not a very friendly Mudkip, and it's got sort of zombie eyes. Yeah, not sure about that card. Even less sure about this one. It's very, very strange. Now there are. We'll look at those in a moment. But this Torchic, sort of in the dark, but using its breath to light a fire, or blast a tree stump or something. Again, very somber colours and strange cards. And there's a mirror foil of that. And then there was an additional, this came out, as you can see down here, in the Latias half deck of June 2004. There were 3 copies, I think, in that. It's a trainer kit, Latias and Latios, and so they've got the little symbol. They're just an anomaly, an extra little print of that. So we'll put those down there. Then we have the Deoxys. Now, Yoshida was the designer of Deoxys, and there's quite a lot of cards to look at here, but I haven't got all of them. So we start with the regular form. Let's see, I don't have the Japanese print of this. The Japanese print was I've forgotten where, because they're all from different places. Oh, it was the Meiji promo. It was a giveaway in Meiji chocolate. There are copies available, but they tend to be tatty, and I want a mint one, and I haven't found a mint one. So I might keep looking, but for the moment I have only got 3 of this one to show you. They're all the English ones, and there are 3 others that I don't have in that are not Japanese. So what we've got here is the regular set one from EX Deoxys in February 2005, but it was also in the theme deck called Star Charge theme deck as a holofoil version. So that's those 2. There was a stamped one, Destiny Deoxys, which came out at the same time in the what's it called? Destiny. Well, it's obviously Destiny Deoxys is the film. It was in the DVD as a giveaway promo. So there's the stamped one, but there were stamped ones for the Play League and Stadium Challenge, and there's a German one with Pokemon Play as a stamp. I don't have any of those. I'm probably never going to chase them down. Don't particularly like the artwork of this one very much. It's just the regular form. Then we've got the attack form, and the Japanese one came out in July of 2004 in Pokemon Scoop magazine. Yes, that's not one I'm going to remember. It was given away at Festa events. So that's the Japanese print of the attack form. But it was in Deoxys. There's the reverse. I have the reverse of this one. I didn't have the reverse of the other one, but reverse of that one there. That's a bit of a more successful piece of artwork, and I didn't like this holofoil at all. It's too fussy. I love the logo. The logo's brilliant, but I think the background holofoil of the sort of kaleidoscope is just it's too heavy and too much. But it's a nice card. The defense form came out in let me have a look. Shogaku. Oh, I can't say that. Shogakukan School promo. It was given out at primary schools in Japan, I think, in July of 2004. Sorry, my information is on my notes is just not good for these. I don't care. And as with the previous one, we've got a reverse foil with the weird foil and the lovely logo from EX Deoxys. And then this final one, which wasn't in EX Deoxys, and I don't have the reverse, came out in the following set, EX Emerald, which is a very strange set that hasn't got a Japanese counterpart. But we're not talking about that today. And that one was a McDonald's promo in Japanese. It wasn't holofoil. It's got the little McDonald's symbol down there from January of 2005. But as I say, it came out in EX Emerald of May 2005 as a holofoil, and there is a reverse holofoil, but I don't have it. So those are all the Deoxys. And then we move into the twilight of his career as a Pokemon TCG artist, where he did sporadic cards, not very many of them, and they are very much in his distinctive style that he's developed by now, which is the thick, bold outlines. And I'm going to go through these fairly quickly because they all go together in a way, because they're all late period Yoshida cards. So the Pidgey was in Secret Wonders or Shining Darkness of July 2007, and you've got that's the Shining Darkness, and Secret Wonders of November 2007, and it was a mirror foil. Then there was the Pachirisu from Dawn Dash of October 2007 and Great Encounters of February 2008. And this was a holofoil in English. Well, there's holofoil in Japanese as well. Very bold outlines. Very Yoshida by this point. Really had defined his art style. But he hadn't stopped, and he was going to start doing even thicker outlines and even more darkness. So that's the nice Pachirisu, still a Mirrorfoil at that point. This Frost Rotom has about the thickest black outlines of any Pokemon I can think of. And this came out in Bonds to the End of Time in December of 2008 and Rising Rivals of May 2009. I don't have the English print. It's not a secret rare, it's a subset or whatever. It's got cracked ice hollow foil across the whole card. I have seen them for sale, but they're not in mint enough condition. I've just picked up 3 of the Japanese print instead. The next one that came out was the Electivire in Beat of the Frontier of March 2009 and Supreme Victors of August 2009. And my goodness, we are going black. Outlines and shadow. It's descending into darkness. We have Electivire here, and this is the Frontier Brain Electivire. And the reverses are again mirror foils at this point. Very dark card. Do I like it? Not greatly, but I can appreciate it, and it is very much his style. So it's an interesting card. How much black ink can you put on a card before it just becomes too much, I guess. The next one is the Skarmory, again a Frontier Brain card, and this was Beat of the Frontier as well, I think. Yes, it is Beat of the Frontier. And in English, I don't have the normal regular reverse English of this one from. This is also Supreme Victor, the same set as the previous one. Sorry, I'm getting a bit vague all of a sudden. But that's the regular English. And then there was this Crosshatch League promo that came out in 2009. But I've got that in lieu of having the reverse from the Supreme Victors. Again, very, very dark, very thick black outlines. Yeah. Not sure I like it, but it's interesting. But it's amazing how far we have moved now from his style that used to replicate a sort of Sugimori-like cartoon style into this darkness. And then the final card he did of original artwork, new artwork, was this Kabuto from Advent of Arceus in July 2009 and Arceus in November of 2009. And we're still in Mirrorfoil territory now. It's a lot of ink. Kind of menacing. Yeah. And that was the last one. That was all the way back in July of 2009 when this card came out, and he hasn't illustrated any new cards since then. All we have had is these reprints that we had. There's also the Totodile, which is this one here. But we had all of these in May of 2018 in Champion Road in Japanese, and they were either in Celestial Storm, these two, or Dragon Majesty, this one, in the English prints. And they're just a spruced up version of the Neo Discovery and Neo Genesis prints from earlier, which is nice to see them getting a little bit more love, but this looks very nice. Let's actually just have a little look at this one in a modern holo version. Yeah, and this of course is the rookie card, or was the rookie card for Tyranitar back in the day, and there it is. So that is part 2 of Yoshida's career in Pokemon TCG. As I said in the first part, he's still working, as far as I know, for the Pokemon company, doing a more behind-the-scenes design overview of various projects, including the World Championships, and some of the game design. And for all we know, he designed some of the characters in the latest games. But they're not very forthcoming about who is the actual designer of various Pokemon. we can only guess. I hope someone enjoyed that. It's been a lot of work to put the set together, or the collection together. It's not complete. It never will be complete, because I can't afford a lot of the Japanese prints of things. And until I find mint copies of, for example, the Japanese print of this one, I will never be complete on Yoshida. And I'm okay with that. So, there we are.